Being authentic. It's a tickly topic, I know that, because we all think we are authentic. And sometimes we're not. Has to do with pattern and habits we adopted over the years. Why are we not always authentic? Because it has to do with our intentions. Sometimes we don't articulate our intentions, our real authentic intentions, especially in relationships. It has to do with a misconception of situations, with a misconception of communication, miscommunication. And part of communication, authentic communication, is to listen, to understand, not just to respond. Otherwise, it's just talking back and forth, and nobody knows what the other one is really saying. So listen to understand. If you don't understand, ask again. Why should I ask? To understand, to make sure there is no misunderstanding. So somebody tells you something. You understand and you don't understand. There's nothing wrong with saying, what exactly do you mean by what you say? What it does, it makes the other person aware of that something about his or her statement was not clear. This awareness is positive because the next sentence or the answer to your question might be more clear and simple. And that's what I also mean. Communication has to be simple, has to be authentic. And it has to do with that we are able to communicate not how we feel at the moment, but our feelings. Really our feelings. And there's a difference between our feelings and how we feel at the moment. Our feelings are way more consistent than how we feel at the moment. I explain to you the difference. It's very, very simple. You are together with somebody you love dearly. If you have a feeling of being overwhelmed or stressed out for a moment from work or from whatever it is, it has nothing to do with the feeling of love to that person. It might not look at the moment like this because how you feel, but that's why it's important to communicate. Authentic. There's nothing wrong with saying, I feel kind of stressed out and edgy today. Other person. Oh, stress, not good. Person feels not good. Edgy, not good. Person does not feel good. That gives the other person the opportunity to be even more mindful and start an authentic communication. What I mean with that is being really honestly concerned what is wrong with you by asking, what happened? Why are you so stressed out? And here, being authentic is relief. If you've been asked, what is wrong? What went wrong today? You can vent. Yes, you can. And that alone is worth gold. It doesn't put you under pressure. No, it relieves pressure. You can say, at work, the computer broke down. They finally fixed it after an hour and a half. So my work piled up already. I couldn't do for an hour and a half. And you can tell everything what annoyed you or stressed you out. what does it do? The other person can understand. And understanding is very, very important in a relationship. No matter what kind of relationship it is. If you're just boyfriend, girlfriend, if you're fiance, if you just live together, or if you're married. Understanding is very important. Because when I understand, I exclude misunderstandings. And that's why our communication has to be clear and authentic. So when you say, I'm stressed out, the other person knows how you feel at the moment and cannot misunderstand because you're a little grouchy. The misunderstanding say, oh, the other person doesn't love me anymore. No. The other person still loves you, but feels overwhelmed, feels stressed out. Nothing to do with the general feelings of each other. And that's why being authentic means have the opportunity to say how you feel at the moment, to exclude that your general feelings of love being misinterpreted. Because we always have to think about consequences. Yeah. Anytime our words don't match our intentions, what happens? Misunderstandings or the reaction we get are not satisfying because the other person doesn't know our intentions. So I'm telling you that I'm stressed out today, right now, so you don't think I'm mad at you. What a relief again for both sides. Authentic statement. I'm not mad about you. I'm just stressed out about the day and some situation that occurred in a day. Another thing about authentic is not articulating intentions you don't have. That is misleading. The simple thing about that is, same situation, stressed out, coming home. I'm so tired, I have to go to bed right away. Not the real intentions. You just don't want to talk at the moment about it. So why don't you just put your real intentions up front and be authentic and say, I don't want to talk right now about it. Give me a moment to land and I will tell you what happened today. Give me a moment to land. This moment you can digest for yourself for a little while, for a few minutes, what happened. And what you say will have a different quality. And quality is important in life. And quality is important in our communication. And that's why being authentic is important. Another thing about being authentic, and that means living our intentions, people always say, the person doesn't text me, doesn't call me, doesn't do anything with me. Do you? Well, he or she should do first. Both think the same way. You never find a way of a communication authentic, telling yourself about it. If you miss somebody, text them, call them, tell them you miss them. Tell them. If you at work, on the road, wherever, and you think about your magnificent other, and you have this warm feeling of, I miss that person, tell them. Call them. Text them. I miss you. But only if you feel it. And that's what I mean with authentic. Sometimes we became so enclosed and mute to articulate our authentic feelings that the relationship seems to cool down. But it is not the relationship cooling down. It is us not articulating our feelings authentically. So practice being authentic in your communication and in your feelings, and your life will get much better. And I want you to live a loving and great life.